Hey everybody, how's it going? It is Dunbar Snack Bar. It's time for some more MLB The Show 23 and a Road to the Show series with Tex Ransom. He's feeling a lot better here in this game. In game number 2, he was pretty hungover, but he's gotten a lot of sleep. He's well rested. He's going to go in this game. In fact, he's going to introduce something new here, a new pair of socks. Now, Rex is a very superstitious person, and he just figures if he wears these socks, there's a good chance he's going to be even better on the base paths. And he's got 5 stolen bases over 2 games, so you can just see the goals that this man has for himself. So if things kind of go well here in this game and the next few games, those may become his lucky socks. Anyway, first dynamic challenge of his career. You can see him going with the contact swing to advance the runner. I feel like that's the one that I've got the best chance at trying to get, and it also provides me with what I think is probably the best reward set out of that as well. So I'm going to be pretty smart at the plate here, or try to be pretty smart, and lay off of anything that looks like it could be close to a ball. So I'm not going to swing unless it's like right over the heart of the plate, which this is something I feel like just Tex needs to work on as a whole. Just making sure we're being smart up at the plate, only swing at the good stuff. All right, 3-0 count. So no matter what this one is, I think I'm just going to hold off on it. And chances are, I guess just going through the at-bats that I have already, I'm probably going to be penalized a little bit for this by not swinging at it, but I just feel like this is the smart thing to do. Like, yep, it's a bad take. You know, that's one additional pitch to Spencer Howard's pinch count. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Well, that one goes foul. So we're still good here. Full count. That runner on first, trying to get him in a scoring position. Ooh, laying off of that one was the best call. I'll get on first base. That is the first walk of Tex Ransom's career. It'll be interesting to see how many of those I end up getting. Now, obviously, with the runner on second, Tex isn't able to steal, so not too soon after, we got a strikeout to go ahead and end the inning. I really wish I would have kept track, and maybe I still can. Just go back and take a look at the batting average for the people who bat after me. I bet it's atrocious. It is always atrocious, I feel like. All right, next at bat, we are up 1-0 here at the top of the third. Since I don't have any challenge or anything like that, I'm getting ready to take a good swing. But that one is way outside. At this point, I'm just like, maybe I should set the controller down. Yep. There's pitch number 2. Like I said, Tex is feeling pretty good. He made a few other changes to his equipment as well. He's got a new bat. We ended up, I think I mentioned this in the previous game, he's got batting gloves, I think maybe a fielding glove as well, some sunglasses, and a few other things. He's choosing not to wear the sunglasses. I mean, games like this one where obviously it's getting dark outside, he's not going to wear it. But anyway, 2 walks in this game. Wow, he's being well disciplined. Absolutely surprising coming from this guy. He is impulsive. So stuff like that, pretty rare to see. Another strikeout. Jeez. Well, Tex decided not to go and try and steal there. And I think that's something that he may try and kind of lessen the attempts here a little bit, just because we don't want to get to the point where everybody is going with quick pitches. I mean, I want to be able to get a surprise in every now and then, but that throw over to first is going to go ahead and end the inning, so Tex is once again left on base. That is probably the most frustrating thing for Tex, when he's in a position to score. Now, granted, that time he was on first, but I'm just saying, like, in general, when this man is in scoring position and he's not driven home, I think that drives him crazier than anything else. It'll be interesting to see how the performance of everybody else after him kind of affects his relationship with him. Oh, right to the first baseman. Hey, at least I got some solid contact on that one and got a little perk there to the power. That is one attribute that Tex is really lacking on, is his ability to drive the ball. Or at least he doesn't have a lot of power behind the bat. So being able to get that up a little bit, I think will be pretty good. That might be something when we get to training and all that, we'll kind of work on on building that up. I don't know. I'm kind of at the point here where I'm like, do I just want to build on what he has, meaning, more contact? I mean, I think he is at like 76 here against righties, which is pretty decent, obviously. But there's some opportunities to kind of get some more. Yeah, 76 contact, 42 power. I don't know. We'll see how much we want to change that. But the major focus for him is speed. Remember, this guy's nickname is Silver, after the horse from the Lone Ranger. If you guys aren't seeing the TikToks and stuff like that too, or the YouTube shorts that I'm putting together that kind of tells a little bit of a story here in between some of these games, I recommend checking them out. I think one thing I'm going to do too is... Oh, nice. Drive that one into center field. All right, so there is a base hit. I want to make sure we got that taken care of here today. Anyway, what I was going to say is in between series, I think I'm going to do like a major update to the story of Tex Ransom. So I've started planting some seeds for some things. So make sure you guys are coming by for some of that stuff too, because I think there's going to be some funny stuff in there, some stuff that's going to make this interesting as well. There's a stolen base for him. All right. Got 7 now total. Man, that is just like a thrill. Just trying to steal bases, not knowing how that one's going to end up. Especially at this stage, too, when I think I'm like, 77 speed. Here I go for third, and I'm safe. Yeah. I mean, because it's not like at the point where I'm guaranteed to get a stolen base. 8 total. Over 3 games. My gosh, this man. Well, now hopefully this makes it to where we could bring him home. Count's full, 2 outs. I'm just not hopeful. Neither's Tex. Oh, hey! He walks. All right, so maybe we've got the next person coming up to bat here. Dominique Canzone facing a 1-0 count. He's ahead on this one. Drive me home, man. Oh, my gosh. He literally just like a light pop-up to the catcher. All right. Disappointing yet again. I wonder how much, as I said earlier, this is going to affect Tex's relationship with his teammates and just kind of where he's at on the team. Some of the stuff that we're seeing with his toxicity, I think is going to play a role a little bit later. Like, he's the kind of person that a lot of people don't want to have in his clubhouse, but with how well he's performing, it brings up a pretty good question. Like, how much are you willing to accept for the on-field performance? We'll be exploring that. Obviously, that was the first defensive highlight here for Tex in this game. Kind of surprising it took this long here. But here we are, bottom of the ninth. The game is tied at 1. Now, with the last game, Tex did end up having that bad throw over to first. So he's being a little bit more cautious here with how he throws. There we go. That one was spot on. Not a problem at all. So unless something crazy here happens in this last at-bat, we should be going into extra innings. Yep, there we go. All right, so runner on second. This pitcher has 20 pitches. So usually he's going to be pretty low on energy. He's not too bad. He's got 3 pitches, so I think he'll be somewhat decent. No, that's outside. Ball. This strategy of always taking the first pitch rarely has served me wrong. So I might try to keep that one up. That's like a big discipline thing as I go about playing this one. High fly ball into left field. This is what I was talking about with power. It's like if I just had a little bit more, that's the type of one you could see being a home run. With like, if I had things flipped around, like if I was a 70-something power. Anyway, get the runner in the scoring position. At least that's what I got the credit for. He got over to third. We're going to end up winning this one. Don't know necessarily how it ends. But so far, so good for Tex Ransom. I think we're keeping the Sox. Make sure you guys come back for this one, as there's going to be more coming tomorrow. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.